Hey, good day everybody, and welcome to Whatcha Vapin with Carpo. I don't make many videos about vaping because it's something that I don't look at as a cool thing. I know that a lot of people today have taken on vaping as this trend, and it's all about blowing the biggest clouds. And for me, it was a way to quit killing myself with cigarettes. And I smoked for 25 years. And when I started vaping, I first found a friend gave me a couple of those little single disposable smokes, and I liked those, and I bought a rechargeable one. And then I went down to the vape shop, and this is what they had, so this is what I bought. And I bought this a year ago. This is a eVic Mini, I guess, and it's trashed. I got a little clip on here so I can hang it around my neck, but it's got an Arctic tank on it, little 0.5 ohm coil, nothing special, just a regular vape unit. But this isn't about vape units. This is really about reminiscing and flavors. And as you may know, the nostalgia that comes with certain smells, flavors, tastes. Our olfactory senses are the most reminiscent senses. You can touch something or feel a fabric you felt before and maybe reminisce. You can, you can hear certain songs and it'll really take you back. But when it comes to smells, you can smell something that'll bring back a memory you haven't had since you were like 2. It's pretty wild, and I think most people would agree on that. So in that sense, and the reason why I'm doing this video is I've been vaping this zero nick stuff that I add my own flavors to for a few weeks, and trying to save money, so I don't spend too much money on liquid, making my own blends. And today I decided to go down and splurge a little bit, and I bought it's a bottle of some stuff that I've had a very similar. They have a couple different. This one's called Pink Bunny. It's from Oregon Vapor, and it's reminiscent of Nesquik, of the Strawberry Quick. It has that definite strawberry flavor. The one I used to vape was called Heavenly, and it was like a strawberry custard-ish kind of flavor. Anyhow, they use the same strawberry in both of them, and both flavors are very similar. And the last time I bought the Heavenly, I was at the beach house about 6-7 months ago for my birthday, and we had a party down there for my oldest son and me. I turned 40, he turned 21, so we just rented a big house and went crazy. And while I was there, I was vaping this stuff the whole time. And since then, I've gone through many different types. And then when I went down and bought this, I took my first hit off it. It took me back to that night. Well, there was one night there where I was rolling pretty hard. We were having a good time, and I remember sitting by the fire in the living room and talking with some people and vaping, and that flavor, it takes me back to that very moment. It's just, it's just amazing. So I'll get to the point of my video here. If you're a cannabis smoker, for example, you might taste a weed you haven't had in a long time and be like, wow, I haven't had that flavor in forever, or a particular smell. And with vaping, since it's something that we can control, you can't always necessarily control what strain you have, maybe, but when it comes to vaping, they're pretty standard flavors. So here's what I'm proposing. If you're a person who vapes, whenever you go to an event, like a concert or a party or a camping trip or something like that, something that you want to remember, go out and buy a bottle of juice that is something that you haven't tried before, or maybe something you've tried but that you like. Obviously you don't want to go camping with a bottle of something you don't like, but find something that you enjoy that's different than your usual, and only use it while you're gone and on your trip. And when you come back, go back to whatever you usually vape. And whenever you want to go back and reminisce, pick up a bottle of that stuff. And that might sound silly to some people, but if you're like me, and if you're really nostalgic, I'm the same way with music. Certain songs can take me back to a night I've had. And especially if it's a night where I'm maybe using psychedelics or something where that the dopamine, the oxytocin is flowing, and you bond to ideas, you bond to smells, you bond to people, bond to flavors. And so maybe that's why it's such a reminiscent thing. But a while back I bought some of this other brand. It was like a blueberry, and it took me back to a completely different time, like a few months after that other time. So that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to see what other people's experiences with vape flavors are, as far as if they bring back nostalgia. And for those who don't vape, I don't know. It's a great habit to pick up if you're a smoker. I definitely wouldn't recommend it to anybody who doesn't smoke, because it is not cool in my eyes, I guess. But it's a when you've smoked for so long, you have that fixation, oral fixation, and something to hold. And half the time I'm holding this thing, and I had somebody ask me the other day if I'd considered quitting vaping because, you know, that it's bad for you and nicotine's bad for your heart. And I was kind of oh, the joys of children. Anyhow, that was really, I guess, the only point I wanted to make. I'm gonna lose my train of thought now because I've got obligations.